Well, hello and welcome again. This is the second instalment to a diary of a vulnerable adult, and this is the first time I've done a live stream to YouTube, so it's a bit, yeah, just trying to get used to it. That's okay. That's done. That's brilliant. Yay! Getting quite savvy with all this stuff. Anyway, yes, yesterday and today managed to get my GoPro equivalent onto my wheelchair, which is going to be quite fun, and I'll be able to basically catch any moments that I wouldn't be able to catch normally on my phone. And yeah, I've looked at the actual screen on this GoPro equivalent, and yeah, it's pretty good quality. I've never really used one before, so this is going to be quite new and exciting. And yeah, be able to capture things that normally I would normally post on Facebook and say, blah blah, this happened, and people say, I can't believe how stupid or idiotic people can be, and they can't believe that things actually happened to me that I wouldn't be able to capture and say, well, there it is. There's the proof that it actually happened. And now I'll be able to, click on it, start videoing, and be able to video the whole situation. And it lasts quite a long time as well. So yeah, it'll be quite good to be able to safeguard myself, knowing people will, if I get, for example, any kind of abuse, verbal abuse from someone, I can just point and say, you're on camera, and they'll probably stop and walk away. It's only like having a dash cam, I suppose, in a way. I've seen that happen where, you know, somebody stopped in the car, got out, and my carer's gone, dash cam, and they've gone back in the car and drove off. So yeah, it's more of a deterrent as well. It's well and truly stuck on the wheelchair, so nobody can just nick it or try and get the camera out of it because it's well and truly, stuck on there. So yeah, I'm really chuffed with it. Really, I don't know if anybody else has ever done that. Any other disabled person who's stuck a camera either on themselves or on an actual wheelchair, to gather evidence of, the daft things that happen in our lives. Oh, I've just got a little chat. Hi, Sharon sends you gentle hugs and love. Thank you, Simon. It's nice to get somebody actually watching. But I know some of you will watch this later, so that's okay. But I've never done a live stream before. But hey, there you go. This is all new to me. Anyway, being a vulnerable adult, well, yeah, I suppose it is something getting used to, because it really makes you sound like an idiot, I suppose. The most blunt way to put it is that being told that you're vulnerable makes you feel like an idiot, especially when you have been able-bodied for most of your life, and you have been quite a strong person physically, used to walk everywhere, and yeah, it's one of those things where, what is vulnerability at the end of the day? Is it just the fact that somebody can take advantage of a situation? Aren't we all vulnerable in some way or form? Okay, Emily. Yes, there's a dog fight outside. Emily's backing her head off. Yes, I know. Emily. Yes, my little mental peach. Emily, stop. Emily, come on, down. I know. Stop. Stop, Emily. I know. She's only tiny. Oh, you map. Enough flying. All right, Emily. I know. Enough now. Emily. Emily. Come on. Come and get yourself sorted. Come on. Come on up. Come on, little girl. Come on. Yeah. You happy now? Yeah, she's happy now. She's done a job. Yes, I know. Enough. Be quiet. Shh. Yes, I know. Shush. Shush. You always have to have the last bark, don't you? Yes. Love her to bits, but gosh, she's very stubborn, just like me. Anyway, yes. Well, when I'm with Emily, or Emily's with me, should I say, she is a good little guard dog. She's brilliant. So if I go anywhere, anybody gets too near to the wheelchair, she really will tell them off. So she's a lovely little dog. Looks after me very much. Anyway, going back to being vulnerable. Yeah, I think everybody in some form or other have a vulnerable spot, whether they have a heart of gold and they like to help people, and some people can take advantage of that. I suppose that's a normal vulnerability. That's because everybody has one. But I think being called a vulnerable adult is especially something that people can take more advantage of. Like, I can't run after them. It's almost like saying I'm weak, and it's awful. It, I'm not a weak person as such. I'm not. Um, I think to be alive now and surviving after what I have been through personally, there's a lot of people who wouldn't survive what I've gone through, but I've got a lot to thank for that. But anyway, to have to go out and buy a camera, a GoPro cheap equivalent to, just to safeguard myself and be able to post things on a YouTube to educate people what it's like to be in my situation and what it's like for a lot of other people in the same boat as well. I shouldn't have to be doing this. I shouldn't. It's it's like being over armoring myself, knowing that there's shit out there, to put it bluntly. Knowing that there is hate crime, there is people taking advantage of my situation, and and I'm looking out for things like that all the time. It's you can't just simply go out and go shopping or have a bit of fun. I have to think of all these things. I have to think about how I'm getting from A to B without getting hurt. And what I mean by that, I mean being able to cross a road safely without cars being parked in the wrong places. Um, Being able to get down a street without cars taking up all the path because they park onto the path and only leaving a narrow line, just probably just enough for the chair to get through. But they park like that, they're guaranteed to get scratches on the car. No fault of mine, but it's up to them. If they want their car scratched, park it on a path, because you're going to get prams, you're going to get wheelchairs, you're going to get all sorts of things going down there. You know, any blind person trying to get past, you're going to have their stick slapping on your car, guaranteed, because it's the most irritating thing that a blind person can have is cars parked in the wrong places. It's so frustrating. Um, but anyway, regardless of that, having a camera will also pick up good things. And I'm hoping to be able to show the lighter side of things. You know, the little things that happen. Say, for example, there was one time I had a child that came up asking questions about my wheelchair. Fine, not a problem. I was actually quite happy, to have a child come up and just have that, a smile on the face and go, "Wow, what is this? What does this do? What does that do? Why are you in this?" It's like they want to know. They're nosy, yes, but they're asking questions and they learn by asking questions. But then the parent comes over and starts apologizing because, the it's not etiquette. Well, to be honest, that is perfect. Any child wanting to know more about you, more about your chair, more about you, then that's wow, that's brilliant. That child's going to grow up knowing more about different people, diverse people, because they're going to be more accepting, they're going to be more understanding, and yeah, the confidence of a child. There's no ifs and buts with a child. A child will say what they want to say, and if they want to know about something, they will ask. That's that's perfect, normal thing of a child to do. Never stop a child to asking questions ever. It's lovely when they do that. Um, they're so cute as well when they do it. It's just brilliant. Um, yeah. So I'm hoping to bring up a lot more than just the bad side of society and the bad side of you know our streets, attitudes maybe. Um, yeah. It's going to be a rather weird journey, I think, because I don't know anybody else who's done this sort of thing, documenting as much as of their life as possible. But I think it needs to be done, and I think the more that people do that, the more that people will realise that what they're seeing is real and it's not put on, it's not acted, you know, and they can't say media is making it up or exaggerating anything or under exaggerating anything because it's real life and it's our expression, our way of saying this is really happening. There is a lot of shit going on. There is a lot of bad people out there, ignorance, selfishness, but there's also the side where you've got people who come up and ask questions. That's fine. That's brilliant. Or something might happen and I get stuck and I'll get someone coming past and say, "Do you want help?" That is fine. It's nice to see that people actually being nice to one another, kind to one another. And I want to show that side as well. And I'm hoping what I pick up is going to be a very positive thing, not all negative. Um, I know I'd be very um, frustrated if it is just all negative stuff. I really don't want to make it out that being disabled is the worst way of living because it's not. It's not about that at all. It's about helping people to understand and change the way they think about disabled people. Um, so I'm hoping you understand what I've said. I know I can go on a little bit. That's just me. Um, so yeah, it's how can I put it? I'm not the world's best person in speeches or talking about things. I get my words muddled up and I go blank sometimes. I'm dyslexic, so if I'm under any kind of stress, I will my communication does go out the window completely. So apologies on that. Um, but yeah, it's I'm hoping it's going to be quite a good one, and hopefully it's not too boring for some of you. um, yeah, I don't exactly have a boring life. just because I'm in the chair. I try and get out and do stuff. So I'll be taking lots of pictures. I'm going to link up an Instagram, I think, as well, um, as well as a Twitter that's still in the going at the moment. So I'll probably do that today. Um, so yeah, that's about it really. Emily, my little dog, has settled, so that's nice and quiet for a change. She had a bit of excitement there, but hey. Yep, thanks for tuning in, and hope you all have a good time. And yeah, see you next time. I'll probably try and advertise next live chat so that if you've got any questions, I'll be able to answer them live. Okie dokie. All right, I'll see you all later. Thank you very much. Now, where's that end stream thing? There it is.